Today's episode, tonight's live stream, we're going to break down the Bulls win over the Brooklyn Nets. The first game with Pat Beverly. We're going to get into it all and more right after this.
You are Locked On Bulls, your daily podcast on the Chicago Bulls, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Thank you for tuning in to Locked On Bulls, member of the Locked On Podcast Network. That's Pat the Designer. I'm Haize. We forget all the intros. This is a short episode, so we're not getting all along with it into that. The Bulls got the goddamn dub. The Bulls got the win. Seeing the Bulls win in this way was fun. It's what we needed to see. Great to see the Bulls get this win. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, I told y'all. I told everybody in this mug, Haize included, we've already started the debate, so we might as well bring it over here. This is what happens when a point guard is in your lineup and people can play the positions that they're supposed to play. Zach LaVine looked like Mr. 215 when the responsibility on him in the third quarter was not, I have to play make for everybody else. I didn't sign Zach LaVine here to play make. I signed him here to do what Pat Bev said, put the ball in the bucket. Thank you, Patrick Beverly, for being a point guard. Now, here's the thing. Do it again. Now, hey, look. We all felt this, right? Did we all? Let's all collectively come together as a Bulls nation. Kumbaya real quick in this mug, right? We got to that third quarter, and every one of us was like, dog, if they blow a lead, that was... They scored 29 points and a half, bro. If they blow this lead, I will announce my fandom, knowing we not gonna do it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, right? They have to keep doing it. They have to keep working this. But it looked so great to see the Chicago Bulls with a guy that literally just was like, no, you're not going to do what you want to do. This is how we're going to run the offense. And to the point where Billy Donovan in the postgame show talks about Pat Bev has only been here for what, a week? If that a week, right? It's basically just a week. Pat Bev.
Well, technically, he just showed up on Wednesday. So he hasn't even been here.
Only a couple of days. Pat Bev going to the sideline saying, Billy, what's that call? What's the call that we need for this play? How do we run this? He's trying to implement the offense that Billy Donovan has been trying to run. The offense that when the Bulls win, it looks like, hey, the Bulls ran an offense. And when the Bulls lose, it's like, why are we playing one-on-one? Now, you have to keep doing it. I'm not saying that the process is done at all. And listen, this could be, if I'm not mistaken, right, didn't Tristan Thompson come out and get like 15 points and 10 rebounds in his first game as a Chicago Bull, something like that? You still got to prove it to me. I'm not fully sitting here like, oh my God, we got championship 7 coming our way. But I do like how this team looks when there's a point guard in the building. And I think that made the biggest difference with what we saw tonight. And the fact that you got a point guard that's also very like, hey, you're not going to blow past me on defense also helps a little bit, right? And when he's passing the dude off to Alex Caruso, who's also like, you're not going to blow past me on defense, makes it a little easier for you. What'd you think about Pat Bev tonight, brother?
Pat Bev came in and he played really well. I think the intensity on defense, the communication on defense, like that's the thing. This was the closest version of how we looked when we had Lonzo that we've had since Lonzo left. And it wasn't just because me and you disagree on the fact it's not just that we had a point guard. His communication on defense, the execution was better. Even when the bench unit came in, they executed better and played with a better heart. The body language of this team was different. I think it's a mixture of this team focusing on what they needed to, using the break to kind of refocus this team and figure out what the hell they needed to do. But then on top of that, it was like Pat Bev and his energy, him going to the crowd and looking towards the crowd is something that we haven't seen in a while. We don't have that type of energy.
Seen that all season?
Zach did it once. Zach did it in the game.
That's crazy that we can say once and you could pick it out. I swear, I literally looked at Jay. Sit over here, Jay. I literally looked at Jay and was like, have we seen that at all this year? Somebody saying, this is my city, this is my house. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, but we just it's more than just having the point guard out. There's the execution of the team, limiting turnovers. Like I said, even DeMar, here's what I'll say. If anything, the thing of DeMar breaking the offense sometimes kind of got proven because he tried to today. There were 3 straight possessions where I was just like, DeMar, what are you doing, bro? But I don't want to harping on the negative because overall it was almost overwhelmingly positive.
But I think that's where the point guard conversation comes in. Having a real point guard, right? What does Ayo Dosunmu do in those moments? Ayo Dosunmu says, "Okay, DeMar, shoot."
I think it's also having a veteran. Having a veteran
for sure. But listen, Ayo Dosunmu is not just the vet that just sits on the sideline and just lets people. He's not Patrick Williams. Right, Ayo Dosunmu is the dude that we've commended for speaking up, for telling his veterans, "Hey, we can't do that in this moment. We got to be better in this moment. We got to do right." Like when Muggs are running over there to get attacked, the only person that runs over to him is Ayo Dosunmu, and they usually start to attack. But the only right, like Ayo's not the dude that's just like, "I'm gonna just sit here and let this happen." So I'm gonna give him credit on that. I feel like he's vocal with the guys he's playing with, but there are moments where Ayo, as the point guard on this team, the starting point guard, and I think the reason Billy Donovan swapped him out tonight is very like, okay, at the end of the day, with your shot selection, you're DeMar DeRozan. What the heck am I gonna tell you?
Mm-hmm.
And I can get that with Patrick Beverley. Patrick Beverley is going to war with DeMar. He's going to war against DeMar. And so I think that makes the biggest difference with what we saw tonight. Yes, it is a veteran point guard, but the fact that you have somebody that comes into the offense and says, "Hey, this is what we're running." Zach, and Zach, look, my favorite thing tonight, Zach throws the ball to Pat Bev in the corner. Pat Bev looks at Zach and throws it right back to him. Go. And I think that's the thing that the Bulls have missed, that guy that's going to tell people where they need to be. There were moments where DeMar did want to take over tonight. Pat Bev didn't allow it. Like, not to say that he's right, like controlling everything that's happening, but DeMar wants to take over. Pat Bev runs through, gets the ball back from DeMar. He don't give it back to DeMar. He throws it down to Vooch in the post. Those are the little things that keep you going offensively. Now, in the defense, we do got to talk about the defense, man. What did you see as far as impact from the team as a whole? I'm gonna give the whole team credit, right?
They ran out on every shot. Even if they were completely out of position to contest the shot, they still ran out and made the player take that shot a little bit quicker. I do also like how they swarmed the ball. There was not a single time that a player was caught out of position on a pick and roll. When's the last time we were able to say that about this Bulls team?
Is that Pat Bev or is that depth? Because the Bulls,
it was a mixture of both, because they did it still when Pat wasn't on the court. They did it when Pat wasn't on the court. Like, the defense kept it up. The bench kept up their defensive intensity. And I do think also Billy Donovan actually coached this game, right? The Bulls get out to 11-0 run to start the game. The Nets score three possessions in a row, I think it was. Billy Donovan calls a timeout. The Bulls immediately go back on another run.
Timeout. Hey,
yeah.
I said that all year. I said, bro, like 3 possessions is the max. We've seen every coach do this. Billy, I give credit. That is a fact. You're 110% right. Billy Donovan, I think, did a better job coaching the team tonight. I think that goes into there's a part of the game where players are in the right position that you don't have to worry about trying to overcoach.
That's a fact.
That's where Billy Donovan is best.
That's a fact.
The players are playing. Zach LaVine actually, this is the first night all night Zach LaVine was able to be a 2-guard all season. He actually was able to be a 2-guard tonight. At no point in the game, how much did Zach run point? A little bit in the first?
A little bit in the third. There was a period in the third where Pat Bev sat down that Zach was still out there. But even when he did that, because the Bulls were moving the ball with intention and not having the turnovers, there wasn't the overpassing. And players, shout out to the role players too. Pat on a couple of fast breaks completely crapped the bed, and I was like, Pat, what are you doing? Bro, like literally, I saw that and I was like, come on, Pat. But Pat had a pretty good game. 5 of 8 from the field, 17 points, 2 steals, I think he had 2. But overall in this game, nobody really passed up open shots. People took it. Now, there were a couple times where Ayo drove to the lane, and I understood why he drove to the lane, but it ended up being a more difficult shot had he just took it. But I understand because he thought he could take his man off the dribble. But I'll say this. There are a couple of bad shots in this game, but usually bad shots give the Bulls they really identify the game, right? You can tell a Bulls bad game by like a quarter of bad shots. There are only a handful of egregious bad shots in this game. Otherwise, it seemed like everything just moved very well.
Let me ask you this. So there were people in my live call today, which was so much fun. It was just amazing to actually watch the Bulls win. But the people in my live call today said the Chicago Bulls played the same defense they always play, but Brooklyn missed. Where you sit on that?
It was more than that.
Play better defense. And here's the thing. Whether that's the case or not, the Bulls are top 8, top 7, something like that, defense in the NBA. Whether we like it or not, whether we see how they are that. Now, situational matters. But to me, I watched this game tonight, and I felt like the Bulls put so much pressure in the paint. At one point in the third quarter, the Chicago Bulls had as many points in the paint as they had.
Yeah.
That tells you the defensive intensity down low. Now, here's the thing. The Bulls have always dominated Brooklyn in the paint. Was this just the case of Brooklyn missing their outside shot, or do you think that this was a case of the Chicago Bulls coming in tonight and actually clamping down on Brooklyn?
It was a mixture of both. I won't say everything was the Bulls, but the Bulls defense absolutely executed what they needed to execute today. Because there's been games where teams shot the ball poorly and we still lost the game, right? Like the combination of the Bulls playing efficiently.
Somebody shot 26% from 3 and we lost by like 11. Was that Philly?
I can't remember. I know it was a team that literally, I think it was the last game against the Cavs, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the last game against the Cavs. Both of us shot terribly that game. Like it was bad. I think both teams were like 40% from the field overall in that game. Like it was a bad game, but like the Bulls just executed well, and they played today with the confidence level of a team that knew they were the better team on the court.
Yeah, I'll say that I agree with you, and I think before we get up out of here, the one thing I want us to do is what is the thing that the Bulls have done all year that changed tonight, and was that because of Pat Beverly? Like what was your thing that you saw the Bulls do all season that changed because of Pat Beverly?
To me, it was just the body language. This team just seemed like a much more confident team. If we're talking about strictly on the court, tangible things,
yeah,
I'll say they got everybody involved. And it seemed like that it was infectious, right? It started with the starting lineup to start the game out, but even that bench was moving the ball around and played with a level of confidence. We extended the lead coming off the bench. Like that was, I haven't seen the bench play like that since probably the first 5 games of the season, where it was like, hey, we're going to have one of the better benches in the league. And then Billy Donovan looked at Andre Drummond and said, yeah, I'm not playing you no more. Don't even worry about it. So,
no, I love that. For me, and let us know how you guys feel in the comments below. Let us know in the chat as well. For me, I think that the fact that we saw everybody play their position, even when the bench came in, Ayo Dosunmu was a better bench point guard than we've seen him be a starting point guard this year. Ayo was still moving the ball well. Now, there was a couple of plays in there where he was taking some layups that I was like, what the heck's going on there? But Ayo was finding the guys open. He was more confident, it seemed like, off the bench. I felt like everybody felt comfortable in the position that they were playing. And I think that started with Pat Beverly coming in and literally just allowing people, like, we went to Vooch more than we normally do, and he wasn't even the reason we won.
Vooch 5 of 9 from the field. That's crazy. And this is probably the only game where Vooch only takes 9 points, and I feel like he was used efficiently. Usually Vooch has 9 points. We're like, hey, man, what we doing? Why didn't we go to Vooch more? Vooch balled.
And that's what I'm saying, right? Like, the thing to me is you went down to Vooch and allowed Vooch to be the passer that he is. The offense was created, and it seems like the only person on the floor that realized that, or it seemed like everybody realized that tonight, when normally the Chicago Bulls don't have that moment where they're like, we need to get it to Vooch, not to be an offensive juggernaut, but to actually be the guy that's facilitating the ball for us. I saw Pat Bev get down low, throw the ball back up to Vooch, and Vooch kick it out to a wide open Zach LaVine, excuse me, or a wide open DeMar DeRozan. Pat Will got in on that, right? Like, I think those are the things, just identifying where people need to be on the floor. I thought that started with that starting unit, and that just carried on through the entire game.
Yeah, agreed. And let's see if it maintains, right? We got another game up against the Washington Wizards on Sunday. The team that lost today, we won. If we beat them on Sunday, we move into that 10th spot. So, this could be important for that. But the way that the Bulls played today, I know we keep saying the Bulls got to get. You at one point said they got to be 5 games above 500. It's going to be a minute before we get there. The Bulls play like this. We have 5 games left until the end of next week, next Sunday. If the Bulls play like this, maybe dropping a game or 2 over that stretch, though. But if they play with this same level, execute the same level, and that was the biggest thing for me. Everything that the Bulls did today is sustainable. Everything that they did, the way that they played is sustainable. Do you believe that the Bulls have enough in the tank? And at that point, would you believe that the Bulls can turn the season around on the back half here?
Well, I mean, it depends on what your definition of turning the season around. I thought the Bulls were going to make the playoffs anyway. I didn't think we were missing the playoffs. I thought that they might sneak into the play-in game and fight. They would have to play through there to get to the playoffs. But I expect the Bulls to be in the playoffs this season. I still do. The thing is, for me, I'm still maintaining that 5 games above 500 because looking at the teams that we play, yes, there's some tough teams in there, but looking at the teams that we play, you should be able to get 5 games above 500. Now, will you? That's a different question. We had that conversation earlier today when we went live. Will you? That is a completely different question. But based on the talent that was on this team, and I need people to understand, when you see teams play like this, that Brooklyn team is not bad.
Right.
It's not a bad team. Did they have a tough shooting night? Yeah. There were some moments that were tough. But the Bulls outworked a team for once in their life this season tonight. And to me, that tells me, and we've said this all year, DeMar can play defense. Zach LaVine can go out there and be defensive efficiently. The Bulls can do a lot of things. But will they? And tonight they did. So now I'm looking at you and I'm saying, okay, that's the punch you came out with. Okay, Pat Bev, what does that mean for the next game? What's that mean for the game after that? We said it on a live call. I don't want the Bulls to go on a 5-game win streak. I want the Bulls to go on a 1-game win streak every single night. Focus on that game. Focus on that game and then the next game. That game and then the next game. And I think the thing is, there's a combination of everything. But when you have somebody that can go out there and is confident in the system that you're putting on the floor, I think that changes so much. I agree. There's moments where Billy D doesn't adjust. He's terrible at adjusting. I said this before he was here. But night in and night out, we saw guys go with their own agenda. How many bad shots did Zach LaVine take tonight?
It feels like none.
I'm sure if we go back through,
I'm sure there's a couple in there, but like 12 of 17 from the field, 4 or 6 from 3-point range, man. This is how I want Zach LaVine to play.
And it's not just because he was making shots.
Yeah.
There's shots that he's taken where we've had to literally come on this show and say, that's a tough shot, but it's not a tough shot if Zach LaVine's making it. It didn't feel like that tonight. The only shot I think I can say that might have been a bad shot was the really, really deep 3 that he took over the Vucevic screen. Maybe in the second quarter, I want to say. No, it was in third quarter. He knocked down the 3. But it was still like, that's a deep shot. I don't know if that's you, dog. Like, you not Dame. But I can't say Zach took bad shots. I can't say, I don't think DeMar took bad shots.
No, DeMar absolutely took some bad shots, bro. A couple of those 3-pointers were literally like, hey, you're trying to take a heat check when you haven't been hot this game. Like,
I'll give you that. But I think the 3-pointers is more so because we can't stand him shooting 3s. Like, they were in the rhythm of the offense.
No. 2 of those, 2 of those were not in the rhythm, bro. He literally got it, and Vooch was coming down to go to the lane, and he was just like, no, I'm about to shoot.
I gotta go back and look at that. I don't remember those.
Look at that.
Man, I gotta go back and look. And you know, we can't. But I gotta go back and look at those. But maybe. I'll take your word on it. But even so, right? 2 bad shots ain't us sitting here at the end of the day and just going, I don't know why DeMar DeRozan was breaking the offense.
Yeah. Great point.
That's the biggest thing that tonight showed me. Nobody broke the offense. Nobody had an ego. Nobody had I have to do this. I got to make this play. I got to do. They all just went out there and played basketball. The Chicago Bulls played basketball today.
That's fair.
That's crazy to say, but I like, if y'all have watched all season, you know what I mean. He did airball one of them, did he? No, that's the one you talking about that last one when he was trying to get out the game.
No, not that. Oh, that was. I can't give him bad on that one. He was ready to go. Like that was.
Hey, DeMar looked like, what am I doing out here, bro?
Bro, he literally, in the way that he turned around and started pulling his jersey out, was like he was saying, "No, I'm coming out of the game. I don't care what. Like, I'm done. I'm done here."
He was like, "Wait, I'm getting in. Wait a minute, hold on."
And then Dalen, shout out to Dalen for 11 points in 10 minutes. Shout out to DT.
Hey, did you see Marco do this? I thought he was getting up, and then I realized he had to give up his seat to DeMar as he can't sit
down.
Yeah,
he's a seat warmer. That's literally his role. Seat warmer.
He's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it, man. Hey man, I'm excited about tonight. I think all Bulls Nation is excited about the night. Do it again.
And then do it again. And then again and again.
And then do it again. And then maybe take the day off. You're gonna have an off day. Then do it again.
Then do it again. Yeah. But that's it, man. It was supposed to be a 15-minute. We done went 20. Follow
us on everything at Locked On Bulls, man. You can follow me on everything at Pat the Designer. By the way, go check out on my Twitter. For some reason, I saw Seth Curry's beard today, and it's one of the worst beards I've ever seen in my life. And we just fried this man for like 10 minutes, bro. I cut up like 5 minutes of it on Twitter. Bro, go check that out. Dog, it's one of the funniest things I've ever actually You know when like you make yourself laugh? Maybe it's not funny to nobody else, but that man has like hear ye beard, bro. Like he
wow.
Man, he
got an Abe Lincoln. Is that what you're saying?
Bro, now Abe Lincoln had good beard. I'm not gonna lie. Abe Lincoln had a good beard, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. We fried this man for a solid like 15 minutes, bro.
Bro, this man said Abe Lincoln had good beard, bro. That's a line I never thought I'd hear on Locked On Bulls, bro.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This man had his like. Do
you have a picture of it? Can you pull it up?
Oh, hold on. I could drop it in here right now. I literally cropped the picture. We have so many pictures in here. First,
because we roast people. That's what we do.
Like, frying, bro. We do be frying over here. Hold on. It's uploading now. Because literally, bro, it's like old English beard, bro. Like, bro, what's going on here, bro? What's happening here, bro? Like, bro.
Oh. First of all, how the hell your mustache and beard don't connect to any spot at all? How the mutton chops on the side of your face don't connect with your chin strap? That is so much wrong in there. What is happening?
Bro, he got
Bro, did he get kicked out the crib?
Hey, bro.
He must have got caught cheating when he was on a road trip, bro.
You know what it is? He got his dad's face, but his mom's side of the family beard, bro. That is absolutely old English beard, bro. Like
that's crazy.
He got the same beard that was at the Boston Tea Party, bro.
Bro, that's tough, bro. That's rough. He looked like 13 years a slave, bro. 7 years, whatever the name of that shit is, bro. Like, that's so wrong, bro. Like, that's
fair, bro. I'm just saying, like, the beard was wild, bro. That man got
that. You can't call that a beard, bro. That's just a collection of facial hair chilling together. I can't call that a beard, bro. Like, that's
dog. Like that. That man has absolutely. I ran against Thomas Jefferson beard.
Oh man, dude, that is funny, bro.
Shout out to Jay in the cut, bro. He said he got that agree to disagree beard. Bro.
Oh man, that's deep, bro. That's rough.
That boy got Christopher Columbus beard, bro. He got
that's rough, bro. That you shouldn't leave the house like that. There ain't no reason to be a millionaire and have a beard like that, bro.
He got bayonet beard, bro. You know what I mean, bro?
Bro, can we prove that they didn't go get Seth Curry back from Civil War times and bring him in the future? Like this is.
Bro, this man got. I'll give you 10 paces. Bro. Hey, I've now fried this man beard on 2 shows, dog. I'm out of here, bro. Follow us on everything.
Oh, bro, he definitely came out of the damn the pit in Django that they put him in the hot box. That's exactly what he looked like. He came out the hot box on Django.
Hey, he got what the hell is that doing on
here? He got that get off my lawn.
That's let's get out of here before we get fired, man.
I know you ain't leave my front door open. Beard looking. All right, go ahead, bro.
That's why I got the Britisher coming beard, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Oh man, we just roasted this man for 5 minutes, bro. That's hilarious.
It's now 10. It's now 10. I fried him literally for 5 minutes. Follow me on Twitter. Check out the video. Me, Jay Garfield, Stefan, and Don was going in. The whole chat was in on this, bro. Shout out to everybody.
Oh, give us freedom looking beard, bro. That's
man got I cannot tell a lie beard, bro. Like
four score and 7 years ago. Oh man. All right, man. Follow us on Locked On Bulls. You can follow me at CEO Haize, man. We out this moment before we get fired. Peace, y'all. Oh man.
Yosemite Sam beard.
Duck season beard having ass. Oh man.